Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm here for a very large book haul because my birthday was 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago. And I technically have more books ordered. Also, if you hear traipsing around, this guy is in the library with me to keep him out of trouble. Oh, he and Stan. Hold on. Look at him. Look at him being adorable. Good job, Norman. Way to be gentle. Ugh, these two. They're so freaking cute. But yeah, he's gonna be jingling around in the background just because it keeps him out of trouble if he stays in the room that I'm in. Oh, as you saw from the thumbnail, I have an inordinate amount of books to haul in this video, but I also have a Trope of the Month box to open for you guys. So I'm gonna do that first, and then we're just gonna speed run through all of these large books that I got. Most of the books that I ordered were very long. Didn't realize that until I got the package and I was like, oh, this is heavy. So first and foremost, let's open this on up. This is the June Trope of the Month box, I believe. And what is the theme for this one? I already forget. Last one was Mafia. Okay, I just had to look it up. June's theme is forbidden. Okay, yeah, I was just looking at their feed. There's a lot of themes revealed. So this is their mini subscription box. I've been opening these for the past like 3-ish months. This is like their new mini box where you find out what the trope is and you subscribe and you basically get sent a paperback custom cover of a book that fits that trope. So it's like a fun little surprise each month. And it looks like, I'm guessing these are tabs. Hold on. But this was sitting in top and it says Book Babe across the front. And yes, these are little tabs. As a reader, you never have enough tabs. I feel like I should just pan down here because he's just sitting here helping and stealing all of the cat toys out of the basket. That's why they're in the library. What do you think? Don't eat it. They're for tabbing, not for eating. But the book, I'm very excited because it's an author that I really want to read, is in bubble wrap, but it's Waking Olivia by Elizabeth O'Rourke. What do you think? Is that good? This is forbidden, which means you probably shouldn't eat it. Just saying. Do you like it? No, we tried to eat it. But I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, we've gotten this book from them as well. Don't bite my books, man! It's quite rude. We're working on the chewing part. We've officially hit that stage of puppyhood, but I believe this is my other Elizabeth O'Rourke book, which we got in a previous box. It might have been a Belle book box, might have been Hello Lovely. I'm gonna be honest, everything is starting to blur when we are so many months out from unboxings, but this one, she's a runner, she's a track star. I have no idea. A track star with nothing to lose, a college coach who may lose everything to save her. Ah, there we go. So coach and athlete, I guess, is the forbidden part of this, but this is a pretty cute cover. I like her Converse. Those are not appropriate running shoes. If she's a track star, I hope she knows that. Okay, so that was the June Trope of the Month. Let's get to this huge stack of books because it's large. Hold on. And in charge. Yes? Okay, Norman is somewhat out of frame, so we'll pan back up temporarily. It's temporary, guys. Okay, so I've got a lot of books that came my way, both from myself for all of the gift cards that I received and from my dear friends who sent me amazing birthday packages as well. So I don't really have these in any order. These are just how I grabbed them off of my shelf, but my dear friend Shayna sent me a copy of Unhinged, which is the first book in the Necessary Evils trilogy, which I've talked about a lot recently on my channel, but for some reason I never owned the physical copy of book 1. I have book 2, which is Psycho, and Moonstruck is book 3, which is out, which I need to get to, and I think book 4 might already be out actually. I might be really behind on this, but thank you, Shayna, for actually giving me the physical copy that I've been talking about relentlessly on my channel for like a long time. So, book number 1. We have a Stan tail going by in the background there. He can pop up and say hello. In case you're curious, I am indeed always surrounded by animals while I'm filming. So like there's a Norman, there is a Stan back there. Cricket is staring at me from her throne under the window. So this was one in one of the orders that I placed. I got myself my copy of Shadowlands. I haven't read it yet. I know, I'm scared for the series to end because she tends to traumatize her readers, but she's thick. She's way thicker than the previous book. So this is the final book in the Savage Land series, and I'm nervous. I've heard good stuff. My friends who have read it so far said they liked it, but I have a feeling it's going to be a rough book. So I did get this. I'm hoping to read it by the end of July. That's my goal. we'll get to it eventually. My dear friend Abby sent me The Witch Collector. This is by Carissa Weeks. I've heard really good stuff about this. This is the book that pops up a lot in recommended videos of underhyped fantasy romance. I've heard really good stuff about it. It just keeps showing up by a lot of different people that I follow saying they love it and they wish more people would talk about it and read it. So I'm here to do it. It is a Witchwalker novel. I believe this is the start of a series, but I've heard incredible stuff. Also, this cover is beautiful. Right? Ooh, this is giving me, I just finally read the synopsis of it. This is very much giving me like The North Wind, Uprooted, what else? There are so many series. I don't think it's Fae, but it reminds me a lot of Fae storylines where there's a village that is like under protection of a something something, but the Frost King and the Witch Collector come every year, I'm guessing, on collecting day, and they take somebody, and this is following Raina, who has lived in this village for 24 years, and for all the time he's passed me by, his mistake. Raina Bloodgood has one desire to kill the Frost King and the Witch Collector who stole her sister. I feel like it's a very common fantasy romance plotline, and I eat it up every single time. I love it. I love the concept of some supernatural being coming into a village and just like taking an offering every year, and it's usually like a story of vengeance, which means it's usually enemies to lovers, which is, you know, my favorite. So we've got that. I'm very excited. Next, I got a physical copy of The Words by A. Jade because I listened to the audiobook of this that came out in June and loved it. This is the book that has been going around like BookTok and BookTube for a while. It's Ashley Jade and it is thick, but this is a rockstar romance that is all of the tropes. It's kind of second chance. It's kind of enemies to lovers. It's all of the things. It's forced proximity. I ate this book up. I loved it. But I listened to it and I didn't really realize how thick it is. This is a thick book. Yeah, when I got the physical copy, I was like, whoa, mama, is large. So we got that. And then I also got what I am currently working on, which is North of the Stars by Monica James, because I've been wanting to read this for a really long time. This is an Apolycon author that I wanted to try and get to before July, and this is a Viking fantasy romance. So that sounds great to me. I'm also working on her, what is the series called? First book is Bad Saint, and I also have her Thy Kingdom Come series. I've got a bunch of Monica James books that I want to try and get to, this being one of them, so I just started it. I'm like 2 pages in. It's fine. But I did pick this up. Ooh, we're back to my Shayna books. Okay, in another friend care package, we started my collection of Tate James books. I am a huge fan of Tate James. Madison Kate was my first reverse harem series, much like a lot of people, and I haven't looked back since. But I haven't owned any physical copies of her books. And there have been a ton of like discrete covers and alternate versions of these books. I really like the original covers. I might be in the minority of that, but I feel like the cover models are exactly how you picture all of the characters. Like, that is Madison Kate. Like, she's the perfect MK. That is totally Cody. So she got me the first 2, which means the collection process is starting. So I need to get the next 2 and the novella, and then I need to get the Hades series, and also the Guild series is finally complete as of June. So we might just go on a Tate James collection journey this year. So thanks, Shayna, for starting that process. And she also got me this. I talked about this in a recent video, and then it magically appeared on my doorstep. This is the Mindfuck series by S.T. Abbey, which just occurred to me spells stabby, and I love that. This is a bind-up of the whole series. I believe it is 5 little books, all in one big honkin' book. That's what I'm talking about. I've got some thick books going on in my life. This is a serial killer romance, I want to say, and I think it's actually the female is the serial killer, which is a hot take that I'm so excited to get to. So I've got book 1 downloaded to my Kindle, and then this magically appeared on my door. So now I can read the whole thing all in one go. I'm very excited. Look at it. It's a big old floppy paperback. I'm excited. So thank you to Shayna for bringing that into my life. We're gonna need to move on to a second stack here. Also compliments of my friend Abby and also myself. I got the Cat and Mouse Duet by H.D. Carlton because this is one of my new favorite authors. And this is one of my new favorite series of all time. Look into trigger warnings. This series is a doozy, but I wanted to own physical copies because this is one of the very few series that I finished reading on my Kindle and immediately started it over. Like, Zaid. Am I right? If you've read the series, You know what I'm talking about. So I was obsessed with this, and it's very rare that I am reading books these days that I immediately want the physical copies of. So this is one of them, and they are large and in charge, and I love them. And I also fell down the rabbit hole of H.G. Carlton. When I finished those, I did also start Shallow River, fell in love with it, and then ordered a physical copy because I have to have trophies of my reads. I was gonna say victims, phrasing, especially about the context of the books that I'm reading. But I got that as well. So we're starting the H.G. Carlton obsession. Those are all of her technically published books. I think she had a couple on the market that she since pulled, but those are like the 3 that you can currently purchase. That's what it is. She's got a new book coming out in July, which I'm so excited for. I already have it pre-ordered. But that is going to be it for this haul. Oh, my friend Abby also got me this. It's Thirst Trap Farms, Large and Tasty, because she knows me so well, because Small Town Romance is like my favorite. So is this not the perfect shirt for me in my life? She also got me a bunch of corgi stuff. There was a whole slew of things. But that is book-wise what I had for you. I've got more coming because I need to finish off a couple more gift cards, so I have more things coming. So I will have a haul soonish again. I know, it's kind of never ending on my channel. It's fine. It's fine. So that is going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next video.